So now, after seeing how the collision proceeds in time, let us go to our real problem, which is that if you know two objects which are undergoing the collision, and if you know their initial velocities, and if you know probably the value of E, can you predict what will be their final velocities? It's a very simple problem. There is an object A of mass ma that is initially traveling with a velocity ua, and there is another object B of mass mb that is initially traveling with a velocity of ub, and all this is happening before the collision. And after the collision, so they undergo a collision, they interact with each other for a brief amount of time. Then after the collision, this block A, or the body A of mass ma, started moving with a velocity va, and this body B of mass mb started moving with a velocity of vb. So this is how the velocities have been defined. Now the statement of the problem is find va and vb in terms of MA, MB, they are assumed to be known, UA, UB, so the initial velocities are also known, and E, which is the coefficient of restitution that shows you the kind of collision that took place. So you have to find out VA and VB in terms of UA, UB, MB, MA, and E, and the equations that you can write in this particular process. So the equations to write are now we know that if E is equal to 1, that will be elastic collision, and in case of a completely elastic collision, I can try to conserve the Ke before the collision and Ke after the collision, but that's not given. We don't know whether E is 1 or not. So we will avoid writing the energy equation. We will avoid writing the equation for the conservation of kinetic energy before and after the process. What we will try to write is though the equation for momentum conservation, because we know that in this case momentum is definitely going to be conserved. So equations to write: 1, you have got equation for momentum conservation, and 2, you can try to write the equation for E, and second, coefficient of restitution equation. And once you write these two equations, you know that you have only two variables to find. You have got two equations, so you should be able to find out VA and VB if you just manipulate these equations. So can you do that really in around 5 minutes and then give me the final answers? So the first equation is obviously for the momentum conservation. That equation will look like MA UA plus MB UB is equal to MA VA plus MB VB. This is, let's call it equation number 1. And the second equation is for E. So what equation do I have for E here? E will be VB minus VA divided by UA minus UB. And what I will do is I will try to write this in a different form. I will just try to cross multiply and then write it. So I will have EUA minus EUB is equal to VB minus VA. This is equation number 2. And now you see that I have got a VA that is plus here and a VA that is minus here. I think I can easily get rid of this term if I multiply equation 2 by MA and then add up these two. So that's what I'm going to do. So equation number 2 multiplied by MA and added to equation number 1. So what do I get? Equation number 1, I will get the left hand side as it is. MAUA plus MBUB. Now equation number 2 multiplied by MA. So the left hand side will be plus I think I can take E out as a factor that's in both the terms, a common factor here, and MA will be also going out, so EMA times UA minus UB is equal to, on the other side, if I have a MA VA here and a MA VA here and the signs are plus and minus, then they will cancel out. There will be MA here and there is MB there, and there's VB and VB. So I'm going to get MA plus MB times VB. That's the easiest way to solve these equations or equations of this kind. So therefore, the equation that you're going to get for VB is MAUA plus MBUB plus E times MA times UA minus UB divided by MA plus MB. Done. And that's the answer for VB. Now, using the answer for VB, can we guess the answer for VA? I'm sure that we can guess the answer for VA on seeing the pattern. So what will VA look like? VA will be, let's see these two terms, and they will be exactly same here. So you will have MAUA plus MBUB plus, when I was trying to find out VB, there was E and there was MA here. So I'm guessing that for VA there should be E, and instead of MA now, because you see B was a subscript and A was the one which I got here, so if it is VA here, it should be MB there. So it's E times MB times, and for B, if it was UA minus UB, for A I think it should be UB minus UA, inverting the subscripts, divided by MA plus MB. Of course, that is only a guess. So I should add that this is only a guesswork here. So this is a guess based on the pattern that I noticed. But how can I find out the value of VA directly from these equations? Maybe I can multiply equation number 2 by MB, so that I've got MB VB here and MB VB here, and then subtract, so that that term can cancel out. So equation number 2 multiplied by MB minus or equation number 1, sorry, equation number 1 minus equation number 2 multiplied by MB. And when I do that, equation number 1, the left hand side will come as it is. So MAUA plus MBUB minus, so these two terms will invert their signs. Now because I'm going to subtract equation number 2 from 1, this sign here will be minus and this sign here will be plus. So UB will become plus. And there is E common, and because I'm multiplying this equation with MB throughout, there is MB common. So there is plus EMBUB minus EMBUA. This is what I'm going to get. This UB term becomes plus and the UA terms becomes minus, and they both will have MB multiplied into them. And the other side, what I'm going to get on the other side is, you see MB VB and MB VB here will cancel out, and there will be MB here, and this term will become plus. So MA plus MB and VA will be taken out common. So VA times MA plus MB, and you will see that VA turns out to be the expression which I had guessed earlier, the one on the top. So that's because you have got MAUA, MBUB here. So you have got MAUA plus MBUB plus, you can take EMB common. So you have got EMB times UB minus UA divided by this entire term, MA plus MB. MA plus MB. So these are the velocities. So any issues with these velocities, people?